This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we are here today to talk about everyone's favorite League of Legends! Reporting live from well, not live, but we're reporting from a new place. I don't know where this is.
This is the new Spastic Gaming HQ, hidden in the mountains of Colorado.
Yeah, you used to live a stone throw away, now you live a whole ways away.
Well, didn't I always have to pick you up from, like,
that was years ago!
Bitch, it's a revenge. It's revenge.
Years ago.
Anyways, League of Legends, everybody's favorite MOBA-style battle game, where we bring you the latest news and information.
The latest and greatest.
And greatest.
We have some cool stuff to talk about this week. There's, of course, some things we missed last week. Nami, of course, coming out in Spirit of Riot. Mere days after we were finished.
Actually, it was like an hour and a half.
Mere hours after.
The PB was like, hey, update.
And along with that came a lot of cool new items, mastery changes, tons of wild stuff that we're going to touch on today. And then, other than that, really, it's mostly just been stuff trickling down.
Kind of like news and different information that's pretty interesting. So
there's some cool new stuff in regards to a sale they're going to have here in January.
As well as a Christmas special thing we got to talk about.
A gift pack.
But let's talk about the thing everybody wants us to talk about, and Riot douchebagging it up like usual.
Nami!
The Tides of March? Oh, Tidecaller.
Tidecaller.
The Tides of March.
She is a mermaid.
Merman, Dad. Merman.
I'm pretty sure your father would stick with mermaid. She's a really interesting water-based champion, and if you haven't heard about it already, we're going to talk a little bit about her abilities. Of course, her passive is called Surging Tides.
You alright there? You had a cough?
Allied champions affected by Nami's abilities have movement speeds increased for a short duration. First ability is Aqua Prison. Nami sends a bubble of water into the air to a target location and deals magic damage and displaces enemies hit by that bubble. Ebb and Flow. She unleashes a surge of water that can target an enemy or allied champion. This water can bounce from champion to champion, and it'll deal magic damage to enemy champions, and it'll heal allied champions. Tidecaller's Blessing. Nami buffs an allied champion, adding extra magic damage and a slow to their auto attacks. And then finally, Tidal Wave. Nami summons a massive tidal wave from her position. The wave deals magic damage. It slows all enemies it passes through. Enemies closest to the initial spawn point are slowed for a shorter duration than those farther away, but all are slowed for a significant length of time. And Tidal Wave has a large range.
Okay. When a while back, I don't know which episode it was, but we
50?
answered...
Was it 51?
I don't know. It was a while back, but someone asked us, like, champions we wanted to have in the game, and I said there would be a champion that was kind of, you know, water-based, and his ultimate would be a giant tidal wave that knocked people up.
Are you saying your champion was aqua-esque?
Aqua-esque? Sounds like a bad...
So you're saying Riot watched our show and stole your idea?
Maybe great minds think alike. Or maybe they're thieving bastards.
My God, that spastic kid is onto something!
Knock on the door. Just drags us out. Tons of damage. But anyways, I'm excited for this champion, mainly because she's very offensive and supportive at the same time.
And whimsical.
And, God, no. But I love her ebb and flow, where you're like, okay, I can heal an ally, give him the movement speed, hit an enemy, deal damage to him, and then heal another person if it bounces right, or it can go hit another enemy and deal damage to them. So she can be very aggressive and defensive, unlike most
I
others.
like Tidecaller's Blessing. This is a lot. It's kind of similar to Help Picks in that it adds a modification to an ally's auto attack, or you can do it to your own. I think it's really, really cool to sort of have these weapon auras you can give other people.
Or like Jonna's Bubble, or Shield, which I love Jonna's Bubble, but this one's really good too because it has an offensive and a defensive trait to it.
It's like, slow! Magic damage! It's really, really fun, and I hope there's some really cool pentakills with it. Because it'd be really fun to have, you know, all of a sudden you deal bonus magic damage and you slow on your auto attacks, you know. This will be really helpful in lane with a lot of AD carries who, maybe need a slow to do a lot of damage. Characters like Kog'Maw and, Caitlyn.
And not only that, her passive gives them an extreme amount of movement speed.
Extreme! This is going to be lethal on Vayne, though. Hey, you're faster! Hey, you have a slow! Oh, they're dead already?
Yeah, she seems very, very, aggressive, but at the same time, she's going to be able to help her team with no problem whatsoever. So even an idiot that doesn't know how to help their team will still be able to do something.
I'm curious how many times Ebb and Flow can bounce.
3.
3? Is it 3?
Yeah, the PB was 3.
Ooh. So do you think she can stand next to a champion and go, heal bounces to you, heal bounces to me, heal bounces back to you? Think that works? Then that'll be great. Can it bounce the same target multiple times?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I don't touch the PBE, but it should.
Even if there are mermaids abound?
Dude, I want to know what her skin's going to be.
I want to know what
Little
it's
Mermaid.
like under the sea.
Under the sea. We're getting so off track today. This is what happens when a day before you fill up on pie.
Oh my god, it's happy Thanksgiving to any American viewers when they have. And happy month ago Thanksgiving to any Canadian viewers. And I don't know when the Hispanic Thanksgiving is. I guess Cinco de Mayo? No, that's completely different. I'm sorry.
That's like their 4th of July.
Yeah, it is. I am culturally backwards.
You're culturally inept.
Inept.
But that's Nami. She'll hopefully be coming out at the start of season 3, or hopefully
even sooner. Who knows?
Sooner, because I really need a new support to play, and I'm just excited. Let us know what you guys think, and we're gonna be moving on to some before we get into the meaty stuff.
The PBE still coming out with Nami is the cool item changes and the mastery changes. So another big change, guys. This is something we probably can't go over entirely on the show. There's way too much information here. However, it is in the PBE patch notes that will be coming out with Season 3. I would severely recommend you go check out those PBE patch notes. They're up everywhere. And, of course, at our friends at surrenderat20.net.
Tell them we sent ya.
Just look for the PBE patch. It's really cool. Your jaw will hit the floor if you haven't seen these new items. There's stuff that's changing.
There's items meant for jungling. You got support items that give out wards. You've got items that are, just insane.
We got red cards. We got blue cards. We got big cards. We got fast cards. 1 fish, 2 fish. Red fish, blue fish. Old fish, new fish. Gold fish, blue fish.
21 skidoo fish.
This one has a little car. This one has a little star. Wow, look how many fish there are.
But some of the interesting stuff is the fact that there's a 3rd tier to boots. Now this thing
There's
is
boot enchants.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
You can get Tuskar's vitality up on those boots there.
Oh god, wow reference.
We're the best.
You're so off tracking today. And
I'm
it's pissing
sorry.
Me off.
I'm sorry.
God,
tell us about them.
I'm waiting for you to tell them because you.
All right, they're really cool. You can kind of change them. It doesn't modify the base stats of the boots, but it gives you special little perks. There are things like Home Guard. It makes you move faster when you're on your fountain. Avarice, cool stuff like that. But again, guys, check them out. PB patch notes. All these are up in the air, so we don't want to discuss them at length because again, they're all subject to change, and they have changed many times already. But if you want to see the preliminaries, definitely go take a look at our friends at surrenderat20.net for the PBE section. It's all up there.
Now, some interesting sales and stuff going on. Black Friday's going on this week after Thanksgiving and stuff.
And they said very specifically they're not doing a Black Friday sale this year, which a lot of people were upset about.
But instead what they've announced is they're going to be doing something in January called the Player's Choice January Sales Event. And what this is going to do is 50% off boosts, 50% off rune pages, RP purchases get an extra bonus RP, similar to September, 50% off skins super sale, 10 skins including some never before seen on sale, 75% off retired skins. These are all the legacy skins, but not holiday skins. And
I'm afraid I have to make a correction.
Did I read it backwards?
These are actually options. The reason it's called the Player's Choice January Sales Event is because there's currently a poll up, and players can vote on which one of these options they would like the most.
Oh.
And so you can pick any one of these off the list, and whichever one, I think the top 1 or 2 are going to be offered up as their big player sale.
I really doubt the boosts are going to be. I'm doubting that now that I think about it. 50% off boosts and 50% off room pages, I think, are going to be the lowest two. RP purchases get an additional bonus. I think that might be like 3rd or 4th, but I'm thinking that they're going to bring back legacy skins.
Yeah, I think legacy skins is going to be by far the most popular.
And 50% off skins, super skin sale. So
Super Sun Skins!
Yeah, so they're going to be bringing back a lot of the retired ones from the past 2 legacy events, as well as going to be retiring some during the sale. So we don't know which ones yet, which will be interesting. We'll let you guys know when we do. But
very cool stuff, guys. Definitely put your vote in, because your vote, unlike in the U.S. election, matters here. Another couple of cool things coming up as far as sales go. There's some new skins coming out very, very soon. We got a legendary Nocturne skin. We saw a cool little teaser for it. And another Varus skin, finally.
What do you think about this Nocturne skin? Because people have been kind of indifferent for this one. I'm kind of...
Well, it's like when the Galio skin came out. You know, nobody was really like, oh my god, a Galio skin!
It kind of is weird having a Nocturne legendary, because... don't get me wrong, there's like spine in the back and kind of...
Yeah, no, I feel like this would have been great, you know, a couple of months ago when Nocturne was in the meta and everyone was playing him. Now Nocturne isn't really played that often.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like, that's cool, but
yeah,
the Varus one...
It's like when the Tryndamere legendary came out. It was really cool. The little thing they did for it was cool, but it was kind of past Tryndamere's prime. So really,
you don't see Tryndameres anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everyone's playing Lee Sin or whoever.
So how's that skin treating you?
Actually, I like Demon Blade Tryndamere, but I don't ever use it. But yeah, guys, some cool skins coming on the PvE, and of course we saw the teaser for what is it? Eternium Nocturne.
Eternium Nocturne. We also have Archlight Varus. This one is a very change of pace considering what Varus is, a very dark archer. It's like, hey, what if he's all bright and happy?
It's been a long-going thing on the forums. People have been petitioning for an angelic Varus, and I think this is an answer to that petition. I think they took the concept and were really pleased with it, and so they sort of went with it. And that's a really good sign of players kind of getting what they want.
Not being douches about it either.
Douche! Rada!
But yeah, it's just, I really like the animations on it and stuff. It's just, he looks really good.
He looks like a handsome boy.
It's better than the gem one.
I have the Gem Crown one. It's garbage, but I have it.
I
like Varus. I do. I really like Varus, but he's just not good.
No.
It's like, hey, you don't have a steroid. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put a passive thing on you.
Oh well, with the knockdown on attack speed, I think Varus might actually pick up in popularity again because he's just got a lot of brute force behind him.
Yeah.
Because with the new Stinger and the new Hurricane, Varus will be really popular. Because it's like, hey, I got 3 marks on 3 people. I'm going to do 15% of all your health real quick. And it was like, uh-oh. I think Varus is going to see a lot more play with that new item.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff that kind of picked up on the forums, there's been another topic about a quote-unquote badass female champ.
Can we get like a German bodybuilder type champion? Like massive.
That girl from Dodgeball.
Exactly.
The Russian.
He has to have a unibrow.
It's got the teeth.
Helga smash.
Female
Mundo.
No, I don't think that would be good because Mundo makes all those slurping sounds, and there'd be some twisted fan art.
There's already twisted fan.
I know, but it'd be even worse. You don't need that.
Moonette goes where she pleases.
You could go wherever you please, but oh, not there, please.
Try your concept art now.
Goodness gracious! But they're saying they're hopefully going to have it out by the end of 2012, which they're kind of running out of time. They have time for what, 2 more champions before 2013?
Depending, because the space between, let's see, not Eve, but Elise and Zed was pretty long. It was about 3 weeks.
That's true. And they've got 1 week left in November, and then 4 to 5.
If they went on a steady schedule, this next coming Tuesday would be Nami, and then a week off, and then the next champion, the week off, and the next champion. So that would give them two release weeks at most.
Potentially, yeah.
But Riot sometimes slacks, so it's
Riot slacking? Impossible! And that's really it for official news, if I recall correctly. Let's go some sales this week. They're doing another Summoner Spotlight. But other than the really cool PvE stuff that you should go look at, and it's awesome, that's really about it. They talked about Elementals, Summoner Stream.
You mean that guy that does the really shitty tier list? It's like,
No, dude, those tier lists are god. Clearly. Ignore your gut. Listen to Elementals.
So that means that, like Nunu jungling.
It's bad. It's bad. Garen is terrible. How can anyone knock on Garen? He's such a nice man.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to our own section now. We got a couple of questions this week.
Our first question comes from Omega Heartless, and he's like, Nami, seriously, we're naming characters off One Piece characters now? Well, might I add that Nami is the Japanese word for tidal wave, which therefore makes her relevant with her ultimate being a tidal wave. So, not related to the shitty anime One Piece.
Oh man. You need to relax. I mean, I know anime's awful, but no need to swear. Our next question comes from Master 12. He says, what do you guys want the most for Season 3? Well, me, I want really what any man would want. Something that's both stable in your spirit, enriching for the soul, and ultimately a test of character. Something that really puts to the test what you are as a person, while at the same time pedaling back and making you realize that your past is just as important as the future, but not letting either interfere with your own volition. You see, there are times in my life that I'm not proud of. Times where I grew up in a place where maybe I didn't have all the benefits, where the train maybe didn't go the right way along those tracks. There have been times where I had to doubt myself and people I cared very much about, simply because I believed something. Something that I still believe to this day. And something that I hold tenderly to my heart and to my very soul. Because as a person like me, you have to stand your ground. And if that means maybe stepping away from what's comfortable, maybe stepping away from what's easy, sometimes you have to make that sacrifice and stand alone in the bitter tundra of reality. But that's all right, because when that storm is calmed down, you are carved from stone, with your principle wrapped boldly around you, encasing you, and ultimately liberating you from superficial desires and the petty things that seem to drag everyone down into the mud. You stride forward without that weight, without that burden, because you just look and you see how insignificant it truly is.
Just tell them what they want!
Oh, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the Frozen Fist item or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That was 5 minutes building up. I'm thinking you're gonna go with a Garrett skin or something, or like a new map, or maybe
Frozen Fist is gonna be cool. What are you doing? What do you want for Season 3?
I don't know. I like to see some more variety in champions that come out. Maybe some more skins, for lesser known champions. Maybe a Trundle one finally, but
That'd be nice.
see how I did that? 5 seconds.
That's boring. It's been Axis.
And Water Elemental.
And
if you want to get your friends into League of Legends, don't forget buying that $5 bundle from
that
them.
actually, yeah, that bundle looks really cool.
I'm gonna get a bunch of them. Just hand them out to people.
We'll just hand them out at work.
Oh yes, LostForge.net.
LostForge.net. It's very cool. The LostForge.net. Remember that.
LostForge.net.
No, the LostForge.net. It's not LostForge.net.
It's LostForge.net.
Are you sure?
I'm the one that made it.
Okay.
Don't listen to him.
I'm pretty sure it's the Lost Forge.